We had kind of decided that we were going to do a day in the life of our van life today, but we really didn't expect it to start at 5:30 a.m. like this. Hey there, we're Nigel and Sue. When the global pandemic put a halt to our overseas travel plans, we bought this 4x4 Sprinter van and converted it into our tiny home on wheels. Since the beginning of 2021, we've been travelling Australia, and these are our adventures. Subscribe to our channel for more as we get outside into nature, hiking, mountain biking and kite surfing, getting off the beaten track and enjoying all this amazing country has to offer. Good morning, everyone. So we've woken up early this morning. It's not even daylight yet, and we got woken up by this little noise. And I think we have a mouse in the ceiling.
That's funny.
Poor Nigel's really perturbed about it.
I'm violated.
I'm not happy. I'm not happy. Some bloody rattle easing my van.
Of course, you would think I would be the one that would be really freaked out about it.
Exactly.
And I kind of am, but it's, it's like a rite of passage.
One I'm not particularly worth to tick off.
But there you go. Van life is always unpredictable. I'm actually not laughing about the mouse as much as I am about Nigel's reaction.
Laugh it up, Princess.
Obviously, our van life day starts with tea and coffee. And lucky for me, Nigel's up doing that this morning. Breakfast this morning is consisting of a smoothie bowl, while Nigel is sending off an email. And this is what we've got to look at out the door. It's still misty raining, so we're not sitting outside this morning. So this is where we camped up last night. You can see the van's looking pretty dirty from all of that outback dust. And just behind me here is Lake Tinaroo. So we are staying in the Danbulla National Park, and there are actually several campsites within this national park dotted around the edges. In a previous video, I was here on my own, and I was in the Platypus Creek, which is a little bit further round, closer to the town of Tinaroo. Today we're in the Downfall Creek campsite. On the weekends, this campsite gets really full, but during the week, it's very quiet. They do have toilets just up behind me there, but that's really the only facilities. Now, this campsite, unlike the one at Platypus Creek, is the campsites are not numbered, so you can camp anywhere you like. We chose to stay in one of these nice flat gravelly campsites here, and we actually had a really nice fire last night. So it's a really great place, and like all of the national parks in Queensland, it's $6.85 per person per night. We like staying in the national park campsites. Obviously we like staying in free camps, but the national parks are really good too, just for basic facilities and really beautiful places to camp. As it's a little bit wet, we're not going to hang around here for too long this morning. We've decided to make a move. So before we leave, obviously we have to secure everything in the van. And firstly, that means doing the dishes and then just making sure everything's put away so it doesn't rattle around too much while we're driving. Mm-hmm. Nigel hates that. So that's it. We're all packed up and ready to head off now. Our pack up doesn't take us that long, does it, Nigel? That's one of the reasons we really love living in the van. So we're going to continue through the national park now before we join the main road and head back down to the coast. And as always, as we take off, I can hear the fruit basket rattling and realise that I forgot to unhook that. So I'm going to go back and do that before we go too much further.
That old chestnut.
See, this rattles, it goes bang, bang. Usually just hook it off and pop it on the bed there amongst all my clothes and rubbish, where it's not going to rattle around or bruise the fruit. I swear my boyfriend's a hobbit. We've just had to stop so he can have a second breakfast.
No, I've just got a worm. I've got a worm.
There's tablets you can take for that.
Oh, there's toasty pie.
So Nigel is making what he lovingly calls a toasty pie,
Toasty pie.
otherwise known as cheese and onion on toast in the fry pan. We've actually just stopped at the Cathedral Fig, so I did come and visit here a couple of weeks ago, but Nigel hasn't seen it, so we're going to take a walk for the tree in a minute. And just across from where we're parked are a whole bunch of cows. They're so cute. Look at them.
Oh, nice cows.
We're going to have to wash the van today. Look at how dirty it is. I love all the little extra pieces of cheese around there.
Oh, look, it's a payout on the Hobbit this morning. Oh, wow. Oh, would you look at that? Jesus. Wow. That's amazing, eh? Look at those, what do you call them? Those hanging basket ferns, yeah. Wow. What an amazing looking tree.
So I just read here on the information board that the crown of this tree is over 2,000 square metres. So it's bigger than the size of 2 Olympic-sized swimming pools. That's one hell of a big tree. And there's a good boardwalk around, so you can walk around it and really look into all the nooks and crannies in the roots. And
How old will the tree be?
500 years.
Is that what it says?
It says on the board, 500 years.
Yeah, I was just saying I've seen some impressive fig trees here in Australia, but that was by far the most impressive. Incredible. 500 years old. And yeah, you got to wonder how many of those beasts are out there. Amazing.
And now it's morning coffee time, and I always let Nigel make the morning coffee. He is by far the better barista in the van. As usual, we're having Skyberry coffee, so if you ever do come up here to the Atherton Tablelands, go a little bit further, go to Mareeba and visit Skyberry Coffee. I think it's is it the oldest coffee plantation in Australia?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, whatever. They make amazing coffee.
We make our coffee in the AeroPress. Doing it upside down. Normally you'd have it the other way around, but there's a good reason for doing it this way. It allows the coffee to brew instead of passing through the strainer straight away, so that's how I do it.
I think a lot of people do it upside down.
Yeah, you just got to be careful you don't obviously knock it over and have a nightmare. That's happened once or twice. We'll give it a bit of a stir. So we'll let that brew for a little bit. Sue has almond milk and I've just got the standard milk. Let that sit for a little bit. And this is where things could potentially go wrong as we flip them. And then from there, just like a plunger, squeezes through. And what I can show you is, there's the coffee in there. So a nice clean cup of coffee. That's what I love about these things. You don't get any residue.
What I most enjoy about it is drinking my coffee.
Cheers.
Cheers. Coffee drunk? Well, mine is. Nigel's going to drink his while we're driving. We've checked out the tree. Now we're going to continue on. And the next section of road that we're going to be driving is kind of notorious. It's known as the Gillies locally. The Gordonvale Atherton Road, which goes down the Gillies Range. It's quite windy and steep, so hopefully the visibility will be great as we're heading down and we can see some of the lookouts. Hi cows! How's it going? It's very windy. I'm feeling a little ill.
I'm trying to go easy. Yes, and like you can't see out to the right, but it's spectacular. Like it's a beautiful valley off to that side, and I can't really look because all eyes on the road. It's pretty full on.
We are still kind of up in the clouds, so it's not very clear today. And all the lookouts are on the other side of the road, so when you're coming up the range, so we can't even stop. Are we there yet? Wow, we're finally down that Gillies Range, thank goodness, and we've just come down now. We're going to try and get that photo with the Walsh's Pyramid in the background, and it's just kind of started raining, so hopefully driving through the sugar cane. So we've been foiled by the rain, but I'll stick the camera out the window and show you. We've turned around and we're going to come back and try again because the pyramid is now completely hidden in the rain. Yeah. So Nigel's just come back from the Town and Country hardware store.
Yeah, we've got a bit of a two-pronged attack here. So your standard mouse trap. And then we've got these glue traps.
We've just come to the car wash to sort out the state of the van. This is timed. We've got 8 minutes 41. See if Nigel can get it done in that time. So for the cost of $10, the van is looking pretty schmicker. So we've got that job done. That's all our Vanlife jobs done for the day. Now we are going to the campsite. So tonight we're going to be staying at the Gordonvale Green Patch, which is a free camp just outside of Cairns. Lunch today is a typical favourite of ours, which is the Asian noodle salad. Nigel puts a bit of tuna in his. I just keep it vegan. And yeah, it's raining, so we'll be stopping here for a while, getting a bit of work done, and hopefully the rain stops. Because the pyramid is right out there, right out the window. Thought I'd give you guys a quick update. It's now 3:30, almost in the afternoon. We've had lunch and we've just been hanging out in the van this afternoon because it's still raining. In fact, you can't even see the pyramid at the moment. So meanwhile, I have just been editing a video. Nigel is... I think he's having a nap because he didn't sleep very well because of that mouse last night. Well, it's now night time. Nigel's just come back from having a shower.
Yep, $2 shower, pretty good.
I think mine will be a $4 shower because I want to wash my hair. I'm going to wait till tomorrow morning. We're about to have dinner, so tonight we're having spaghetti with a tomato, eggplant, olive, chili sauce and some toasted pine nuts as a bit of a garnish. Looks delicious. Hopefully it will be. Makes me want to be in Italy. Good morning, friends. We may have good news. Well, we have good news that we slept really well last night. Does that mean that the mouse has decamped? Or does it mean that we caught the mouse? I'm going to check the traps. So there you have it. Traps are still there, still set, and the bait, the peanut butter, is still on the traps. So I'm guessing we didn't have a mouse after all. Or the mouse has decamped. I haven't checked the other one. Oh. No, that one's empty too. So we think we must have just had a visitor in the night. Nigel thinks it was a cockroach. I think it was way too noisy for a cockroach. But either way, we've both just slept for 8 hours, which is amazing. And the other good news is it's sunny outside. We spent last night in this free camp. It's called Green Patch and it's just outside of Cairns, just south of Cairns at a place called Gordonvale. Now it is right next to the highway. So that's the highway there, that bridge. But surprisingly, there wasn't too much noise at night. Quite a lot of other campers here and it's not even the peak season yet. The great thing about this place, number one, it has a really good toilet and shower block. It has a dump point, it has bins, so it's pretty much got everything you need to stay for free. And it's only about half an hour's drive into Cairns. This is the last free camp as you're heading north before you get to, gosh, about Cooktown, so you have to go inland. You can stay here for 3 nights, so 72 hours, and we did see the ranger coming around this morning taking photos of everyone's number plate. And as you can see, the pyramid is just up behind us there. So we're going to go there now. That's it for this episode. We hope you've enjoyed it. Please give us a thumbs up and drop a comment down below. Consider subscribing to our channel and ring the bell so you'll be notified next time a video is uploaded. Join us next time as we head back to the beach. Thanks for watching. See ya!